Our cycling trip to Ardnamurchan and Mull began with the short ferry trip across Loch Linnhe, followed by a drive along single track roads to Salin, where we got on our bikes to explore the road northwards through Acharichel. This passes Kentra Bay on the way to Ardto. You get these roads to yourself and you can amble along, taking in the vast expanses of wild scenery. We finished our day by driving to Kilhoan and then cycling out to the point of Ardnamurchan. This is the most westerly point of mainland Britain. We were up bright and early next day to catch the ferry for the 30-minute crossing to Tobermory on Mull, where we cycled a little 30-mile loop from Tobermory through a village named Dervig, where we had a coffee from the village post office. We then headed south on a pleasantly undulating and very quiet single track road. This meets the main road on the island, which takes you north to Tobermory. This isn't so quiet, and a heavy shower got us very wet, but we soon dried off in a cafe on the main street before heading back to Kilhoan on the ferry. On day 3, we were greeted by very strong winds, and we decided that it would be very difficult to stay on the bikes and even more difficult to cycle against the wind. However, my main reason for visiting Ardnamurchan was because I had read a book which is called Nightfall on Ardnamurchan, and it's about a crofter who farmed and lived at Sana in the 1950s and 60s. It would therefore have been a big disappointment not to see Sana, so we drove the winding single track road from Kilhoan to Sana. The houses are no longer stone built with thatched roofs, but other than that you are transported back in time, and it is easy to imagine how different life would be eking a living from this wild and isolated spot. After a final winding drive over the single track road, the Corn ferry got us well on our way back home after a memorable short trip.